Uh, so this cricket World Cup, ये वाला cricket World Cup is taking off. You guys were, I think all of us were complaining कि भाई जी close games नहीं हो रही. लो close games हो गई है शुरू.
आधा वर्ल्ड कप खत्म हो गया.
आधा World Cup, that's what exactly. आधा World
Under 45 game, 24th game is when you pick it up.
it is where अब और यार honestly World Cups वगैरह और ये tournaments वगैरह मेरी opinion में I think इसी वक्त ही शुरू होते हैं pick up करना. और इन्होंने एक तो format भी ये भी नहीं किया ना कि knockout stage है. पूरी वो long format है तो उसमें
सारे hope पकड़ के रखो.
कस के पकड़ के रखो.
Did you hear about the Champions Trophy thing?
What happened?
So they changed the rules in 2021 that the top 7 teams plus Pakistan, which are the hosts, will qualify for the Champions Trophy. And England seems really bored playing this ODI.
England seems really.
They're now bottom of the table.
Netherlands
has 2 wins and they only have 1. So Champions Trophy without England.
But you know what that means, right? They're going to give it their all. Pakistan.
Pakistan? Yeah.
So
I mean, they're going to perform. Everybody's going to perform against Pakistan.
So the Champions Trophy की जो top 8 teams की जो selection होगी, that comes out of this World Cup. The top 8 teams.
जो top 8 teams this World Cup में होंगी, वो Champions Trophy करेंगी. Pakistan most likely Dubai or
so basically again Pakistan is in a situation where they're playing for things that are like
no, but they qualify automatically because they're the host.
Oh yeah, okay. Chalo.
Yeah, चाहे मैं host हूँ तो मैं qualify.
Exactly.
Same way US.
It's like the loser kid. You just throw a party at your house and people have to show up. You know what I mean?
Maybe we can पहले बैटिंग.
Exactly, the loser kid. He's throwing a party. Hopefully people show up.
Same thing's happening with T20, right? US automatically qualified with West Indies for the next year's T20 World Cup.
How many teams in the T20 World Cup? 12 or 10?
I think it's 24.
When is that World Cup? 2024?
2024 June.
June, yes. Okay, so next year.
Next year.
Cutting close.
Well, 8 months, really. So, I think it's going to be World Cup, couple of bilaterals, then PSL, IPL, and then World Cup.
Nice.
So a lot of T20 cricket coming up.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that. I think even the
you and the English team.
Exactly, bro. Like you said, England looks bored out of their mind playing this World Cup. I don't even know why they were here. They just came. Maybe they were here to party, or they just wanted to have a good time. England ending up at the bottom of the table.
But
I thought they had it in the bag today.
They should have.
It got India out for 230.
Exactly, and to be honest,
they should have been less than 200, but the bottom of the
batting line, messed up. And honestly, if you look, India didn't look interested either much.
Man, the way they came out bowling.
No, yes, but when they were batting, they were losing wickets in quick successions. I get it. Yes,
I think England was like, okay. I really thought they came out that like, okay, we've had shitty performances.
Yeah.
Is match mein kuch kar lete hain. And that's how they bowled. Like Vokes and everybody
the thing, like the bowlers are all young, right? And I forget who's. I think
Topley just missed out.
Pointing this out online too.
Yeah.
So a lot of their team is same from the last World Cup, right? But the bowling side is still the younger players that still want to solidify their spots and want to be part of the team. Whereas the batting, majority of them are older and some coming out of
Stokes.
And so a lot of those guys don't really care much about this World Cup. Same thing with you sat out Harry Brook. He's the only guy that's performed this World Cup so far, and you sat him out today for whatever reason.
Yeah, England is literally
suspect.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro. This World Cup, England was missing, and for top contender team pretty much in every tournament.
Defending champions.
They're
the T20 and the World and the ODI World Cup holders.
Exactly, and for them to be missing, it's just disrespect in a way. If you look at it, I mean, that means shows disrespect to the game, kind of.
To your management, to whoever put the team together.
Exactly.
You're not showing up.
Exactly.
So
I mean, they tried today. God knows what's happening.
Yeah.
God save the Queen.
The Queen's dead.
Yeah, so do they got to change their national anthem now?
Yeah, they did.
They did?
It's King now. Yeah.
Ooh.
They literally played God Save the Queen yesterday.
No, it's King now.
Are you sure about that? That's so weird, man.
I don't know if it's the national anthem, but one of the songs is saying it's now King.
yaar.
Search it up. Laptop क्यों रखा हुआ है?
It is now. God save the king.
Say sorry. Say sorry.
So what, all the
This
Queen
guy.
Elizabeth thing that has to be changed. I heard they have to change all their money too.
I don't know about the money.
They said.
They said? They told you? You got the call?
So the king is the figurehead now of
Yes.
the of all the Commonwealth.
Can we change
I
our
have
phone
I have
number?
a I have a good story.
Mhm.
My friend, she was becoming a lawyer.
Yeah.
So when you have to go in front of another like judge, and then they like swear you in or whatever.
Right.
And this happened shortly after the Queen's death.
Okay.
So she was the first person in Canada to be sworn in as under the king, not under the Queen. Under the King's bench, not the Queen's bench.
Mm.
Interesting.
Fun
Nice.
tidbit out there.
Interesting.
So now the king's got
Government
the
के पास भी चीजें खत्म हो जाती करने को. They're like, what do we do now? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, सारी currency change करो, सारी document change करो. Because all the admin workers, they need something to do.
That's true. That is true.
फारिग तो नहीं बैठ सकते office में.
yeah, exactly.
You have to create the illusion that they're creating jobs. So
Yeah. लेकिन ये अभी king जो है, he's got the floor.
whatever that
वो
is.
खुद लगता है कि
Yeah, थोड़ा सा
Why is it all like arguably like people just
well, that's when you
getting
usually get
dementia
the
and, running
yeah
countries
those are the world leaders.
like, what's going on with that?
It's interesting. I was watching what's that guy's face? He's I don't know his name. He's the founder of ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And he was on the Joe Rogan show, right? Or they're talking about what if Joe Rogan was basically saying like, what if we make AI the official decision maker of everything?
Right.
And then Joe Rogan, he's like, would you trust that? He's like, yeah, because they're going to take everything in consideration and give you like the situation
But
accordingly.
would it be able to get all? The thing is, you can manipulate that though, right? Whoever's running the software.
Exactly.
Because you put in your own bias into the system.
No, you don't put it in the bias. You just give it to the AI.
That's how they take over There's so many movies about this, Hassan.
Yeah,
There's so many
but
movies.
maybe that's what we
You
need.
want us to die?
Maybe that's what we need. They're killing us anyways.
Yeah, they're what's it called? That's why people are scared, of AI takeover. I mean, I don't think it's ever going to be a takeover, but I mean, but definitely
Okay,
a lot
bro,
of
how is something going to take over when you can just switch it off?
exactly.
Fuck, bro.
But
Like, come on, man.
yes, no, but I think a lot of transition of
It'll be able to back itself if it's as smart as they say it is. It'll be able to back itself up to other power sources. What do you mean?
Okay, and then we just shut off the generator. Come on, man.
No, man, listen.
Come on, man. People are just tripping, bro.
not like takeover, but I think transition of a lot of power and a lot of this like executive decisions would probably be you can say if not if not designated, but maybe at least recommended by AI.
Of course. Like, I mean,
and even
look, I mean,
exactly.
it makes my life a lot easier.
Yeah.
AI definitely helps me out. Like now, Microsoft's got their own version, Google's got their own version, then you got ChatGPT. And to a certain degree, you've got all these like voice assistants. Those are pretty capable, right?
Yes, you have delivery drones. You have food delivery drones. You have food delivery robots out there. Just
personally, yes, of course, because we're feeding all this data into it and giving it like unlimited access and resources and everything.
Right.
That is why they're smarter than you and I.
Yeah.
Right. But I don't think anything that you create can ever outsmart the creator. I think that's just
no, of course.
True. I mean, yeah, but the thing is, the creators also have to continue to adapt and still be around for that to happen, right? What if they're no longer there? Is what I was pointing at.
All I'm saying is a machine, bro.
It's a machine.
You just
pull the wire.
Pull the wire.
And they have right. Those two.
They have to have these kill switches, bro.
Yeah. And where they what's it called? They turned off two computers because apparently they started talking to each other, and it was creeped a lot of people out.
Look, the information
start talking to each other in language,
in their own created language. Yeah.
Yes,
because it's pretty smart. It's pretty incredible. What they've done, but the idea is it's supposed to make life easier for people, not harder.
Until it doesn't.
but you're always going to need the human intervention. You always need that. You always need that, because we have one thing that they don't have, and that's emotion. You can train it to be like, oh, this is what sad feels like, this is what happy feels like, but
So they, I don't know if you guys watch a lot of Marvel stuff, but in the new Loki show, they so long story short, the guy who remains at the end, he creates this AI called Miss Minutes, and it's supposed to be an AI that just like starts out playing games with him because he's bored, and as that becomes self-sufficient, starts self-learning. So eventually, they show that this thing now has feelings for its creator, and it's trying to be like all seductive to the creator because it's self-learning and
that sounds like a good time.
Teaches itself emotions.
Yeah.
And how those feelings feel. So,
Bro,
really interesting.
Where does this end?
The thing is, the human mind, right? It has like limitations.
Yeah.
Right. So it knows that sooner or later, just like we have a lifetime, Earth has a lifetime, everything has a lifetime. So then you just create these threats, right? Back in the day when we didn't have anything, we used to create it by like terrorism. That's a threat to humanity. And then you had these like movies where एक nuclear missile जो है वो missing हो गया, and then Fast and Furious guys go and save the day, right? And then when people need something different, then they're like, okay, the first movie to do is probably like Eagle Eye. Remember?
That was a good movie.
Great movie. Right?
I haven't seen that movie, but what is that about?
It's about
it's basically this thing, that has access to all the cameras.
Intelligence?
It's an intelligent software that has like all the cameras of the world that are connected to the internet, so it can find you in like real time. So like you can't run away from it, right? So anyway, so there's that, right? There's the AI threat. There's like the the bad people going rogue, like the terrorists, quote unquote, and then you've got aliens. Right. You've only got three, and then the last one is we get hit by meteor strike or something like that, and then get wiped out like the dinosaurs. Right. So that's basically all we have.
We have a lot of threats. Is what you're saying. As humanity, we face a lot of threats.
No, we create a lot of threats because fear, in my opinion, is the way to like control people. Right. So if you look at it, I was watching this other TED Talk. This one guy, he's saying he hasn't watched news in the last 17 years, and the reason why is because news is always negative. It's always negative. It's when's the last good thing you heard happening in the world? No. Never, bro.
I heard some dog who won some like lame ass tournament or something. Some like
hey man, the dog won. That's a pretty good tournament for the dog.
Exactly, that's a good news. I mean, but yes, I agree. News. I mean, it's first of all, it's to a huge extent it's scripted, and whoever has the power writes their own news according to they tailor make it to fit the narrative. But yes, I get it. And where it's you're saying threats to humanity other than any natural disasters, would you guys put AI up there? Would you think that would be a threat, or would you think that would more of an assistance, or maybe an assistance turning into a threat later on?
I think what more is AI going to do to me than the data that these people already have on you? Okay, so they already, like your phone, right? Whether you're an iPhone or Android guy, whatever, your phone knows.
These are the initial stages, though. I mean, these is just the beginning. We're not there where we get where we are in physical threat from AI. I'm talking about that type of threat.
See, the thing that people fear the most,
because like he said, remember he said that they have the ability to create emotions within themselves.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a show. No. I mean, it's been.
They can probably mimic it. I don't think they can create.
No.
All I'm saying is, guys.
No, I mean, look, what's it called? There is, I mean, there's a software implantation. That's one thing, but AI being able to recognize and being able to observe humanity around them and pick up emotions from them. That's not hard to do. I mean, AI is there to do what is there. How do you?
Let me tell you.
It picks up algorithms. It's an observation, right?
Yeah.
It observes.
Yeah.
And then it calculates.
Yeah.
And then it brings out the results.
Yeah.
All by themselves.
Yeah.
And then it puts it out in front of humans. Right now, I'm saying these are just observations, and they are not in in a situation, they're not in a position where they can actually take the control of human brain on AI is enough to not let them get to the level where they can actually cause a lot of damage. But I'm just saying,
See, the thing is, it's a language, it's a program, right?
Yes,
It's a
of
model,
course.
it's a
Yes.
language model,
Yeah.
right? So yes, it can do its own calculations, and yes, it can learn, and it can get smarter and smarter and smarter and smarter and smarter. Fine. But I think the problem is, this is where the problem is, right? The problem is the people that are telling us the AI is dangerous, so you should let us control it. I think those guys are the ultimate problem is like, there's a, what's his summit they had some summit recently, and the guy came out and said by 2030 we want to do away with car ownership. To me, that's the bigger danger. You're taking my freedom away. Like, I gotta wait for an app to come, for a car to come, and now this car is like fully controlled by somebody else, right? So that's number one. Number two is like this digital currency, right? So what they're saying is, okay, well, crypto is bad, but we'll make a digital centralized currency, and now that's good. So what that does is it takes away all control that you have over your money, and they know everything, right? They know everything. They already do, but that's why cash is king to this date, right? So in San Francisco, it's like the hub of like all these self-driving cars.
Yeah.
So the easiest way that people found to disable them is they put pylons on the hood, and then it just stops it.
So what do you mean, pylons on the hood, and then it
you just put something on the hood, and now it can't do the calculations anymore because it blocks the
So
sensor or
sensors,
something,
okay.
and it just starts tripping out.
Have you seen that the guy trying to give this car a ticket, this cop or parking authority or something, and then he comes to find out there's nobody in the car; it's just self-driving. Like, who do you give the ticket to? But like, I don't think it'll ever get to that point.
Yeah.
Like, you can mimic emotions, but you can't truly have emotions as
Just
an AI.
unplug the thing, bro.
Yeah, just unplug it.
Just unplug it, bro. Just unplug it.
Cool.
There'll always be a possibility of it energizing itself using some sort of mechanisms. There's energy everywhere, right?
Yeah, of course.
There's solar. I mean, whatever.
So,
it could.
So let's say it takes a hold of our nuclear arsenal, and then it explodes everything, and then we all die, right? But that could happen right now. You got these psychos in office, that have that can hit a flick of a switch, right? And they can kill people, masses, like wipe out everything, electricity, everything. That's the biggest danger. I think humans are humans' biggest enemies.
True.
That's why we love doing.
I agree.
There's an episode.
Humanity's biggest threat is humanity itself.
100%.
John Oliver did a piece on that too, where the U.S. has like some 2,500 warheads.
Oh yeah.
And they don't know where a lot of them are. Like, there's like a good chunk, they don't know where they are.
That's what I mean.
Or they're mismanaged. Like, they don't have the right safety protocols. And this and that.
Yeah, every country has. If I'm talking about nuclear. With the nuclear, arsenal. Everybody has first, second, third, fourth. Tier attack capabilities. So I think the third and fourth one are probably the most protected by any country. Like, they are probably well hidden. Nobody knows where they're at.
We don't know, because, like, if you should watch that episode.
What is it?
John, it's called Last Week Tonight, and he does
a great show, by the way.
It's a great show. He does pieces on like different things, and one of them was the nuclear warhead, the nuclear power of the U.S. and different countries, and talks about people actually come on camera and admit that, like, we don't know where that is.
I mean, you're talking about the officials? Are the military officials?
Yeah, officials will go. Like we.
That part is only exclusive to the top officials. Even the people that are coming on that show are not the top officials, because they're the top.
Bro. Huh? Misplaced them.
That's been happening since like the World War I.
Yeah.
It's been happening. They've been misplacing. I mean, you go down, you take a deep dive into Pacific Ocean, you'll find like 2-3 just like sitting laying around. Submarines will get blown
still
up.
To this day find landmines that they put out in World War I, World War II, but then people still come around to it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean,
no. That's but like information on the location of active nuclear arsenal.
Yeah,
that's exclusive to a club that we have never seen, people that we have never seen before.
I think they gave it to Trump.
Listen, Trump will not have access to nuclear information.
Not information, but he has the power to.
mean, he did.
I mean, how much of a power you can have? It'll still have to be
I'm sure there's checks and balances. But I'm saying
There's no checks and balances.
I mean, the final.
You give these guys far more
Yeah,
credit
yeah,
than it has to be.
But yes, the AI connection with the you're talking about, like, if AI decides to blast the whole shit with nuclear or whatever, and you said then humanity is all humans are there anyway. Exactly. So I mean, there's threats. We're facing like 3-6 threats. 360.
You know what I think we need as a population, as like a human species. I think we need like a big, huge place, like a country. Okay, that's just called the war zone. Okay?
So everybody just go fix it,
and then you decide. Basically, it's COD but real life, right? So let's say you get behind an issue, right?
Yeah.
So instead of me just being picked by default because I live in a country and all of a sudden it's draft day tomorrow and we all have to go line up and do basic training and go to war for decisions that our politicians made, right? I don't even trust these guys to fix the potholes that we have outside. And they want me, right, to go fight and die, right? Over a cause. Maybe I'm like, let's let's talk about it, right? So this is what I think. You have this war zone and two parties are like, we're going to war. And then you get like 2 or 3 options. And you say, okay, well, you can pick guerrilla style warfare. You can pick, hand-to-hand combat, whatever you want, really, basically. And then you just go in at it. And no matter where you are in the world, if you think, because guys, like, what's different about guys than girls? Girls, like, they get into like a little argument, and they internalize it, and then they later bring it out of nowhere, right? You just get like an uppercut, nowhere, like boom, like you said this a while ago. Me and this guy get into a fight.
Mental warfare is where they get at.
Me and this guy get into a fight. We can wrestle it out, and then 5 minutes after that, we're like, okay, we're done.
Yeah,
that's what guys need. So
both parties have to agree what kind of warfare.
Yeah, first thing you do is you put the presidents in. So the presidents go into a hand-to-hand combat. Well, here's the thing, right? So the presidents go in hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
Whoever wins the hand-to-hand combat decides what kind of warfare. You know what I mean? So that's what's first of all, it's going to eliminate having people like Joe Biden in office. You're not going to have these flimsy guys running around. You're going to need like some you're going to need what's his name? Francis Ngannou, like, going in there. You know what I mean? Like, that's your representative, right? Because he's got to, because, for example, USA is like, okay, well, if they win, they're like, okay, we're going in Air Force style.
Presidential campaigns are going to change. It's going to be workout routines.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
What a way to revolutionize.
Yeah.
I've been an athlete since I was 7 years old, and I've been an athlete my whole life. Here's my medical report. Here's my jiu-jitsu training. Here's my kickboxing.
Yeah. Here's my arms license. This is what I've been trained to use these type of weapons. Let's get at it.
Let's get it.
Pick me. I'll be your next president.
It's like back in the day, choose your champion. That's who fights.
That's who fights, right? Like, why are we complicating it? Or like bombing people for no reason.
Yeah.
Why? What do they got to do with it? You guys go fight it out. You suit people, like you go first. If anything, you can let AI tell you the motto of your fight if you want.
Yeah.
Your country's AI.
Yeah.
Probably
pick the matching countries to who can go. Who's?
Whatever you have a problem with.
Whatever you have a problem with. Like, hey, Iran, you're not playing nice.
I'm just saying Putin's going to kick it.
How about settle it on Xbox, man? Just if we were literally picking, if we got all of this.
No, people cheating.
Using bots.
See, bro, that's why the presidents need to go hand-to-hand combat first.
Yeah.
You can, it's like WWE from back in the day. You can hide some chairs and some hammers and shit.
Yeah.
You can get access to it in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
But hey.
Yeah, it's not even.
And the referee has to be from a neutral country.
Yes, I agree. But it doesn't have to be presidents, because presidents, who are presidents?
No, there's got to be the president.
It has to be military generals, like of either country, to come across, because those are the ones.
That's secondary.
Why secondary? Why those are the fighters?
This is what happens.
So
right?
this is a tune-up fight before.
Listen.
Before
okay, I'll give you a real life scenario.
Prelims, right? You get the presidents, and then the main fight of the military generals.
I'll give you a real life scenario, right? There's Putin. And there's Biden, right?
We all come on, man.
And
Really?
no, listen, hear me
That's
out.
unfair.
Hear me out. They go inside. Biden gets one punch to the face. He's like, maybe we don't want to do this anymore. Russia, we got no problems. You know what I mean? You know,
Let's coexist.
let's just coexist. And you solve half the problem right there.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I mean, if they agree, kudos to them.
We
and
should
if they
we
get,
should pitch this idea.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to be watching this.
I hope so. You guys are, because like
Their AI is gonna pick
Hashtag warfare.
I mean,
Hashtag tactics.
there you go.
revolution.
Exactly. Hashtag, you
I
know,
think we
Cold
solved.
War 3.
I think we solved world peace.
Hashtag another Cold War.
Yeah, that would definitely get more peace. Real fast.
Or you can see this is what I mean. You can get
Yeah.
into different types of war. Like you can get into like a hacking kind of
Yeah.
war. Like okay,
Yeah. Oh, so we're talking about all types of warfare.
all type of
So it's
whatever
gonna
you
be
want.
all out.
Whatever, like maybe
Whoever wins the first round gets to choose.
see
Yes,
like for
okay.
example,
So first is going to be hand-to-hand combat.
hand-to-hand combat. Then they decide,
Mm.
right? But then
Mm.
but then it comes
Yeah,
like
okay.
okay. So for example, okay, let's say
So okay, go ahead.
Chadik.
I think you've been thinking about it a lot.
Yeah,
too.
like they,
Go ahead.
for example, Pakistan,
These are
right?
shower thoughts.
Oh man.
There's like Pakistan, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, who's their president or prime minister right now?
I have no-
Bro,
Is it the little Kodus guy? What's his name?
it starts with an S. Man.
Sharif, Konza Sharif.
No, not Sharif. Shehbaz Sharif is already out of the picture.
He's already out of the picture.
There's an interim government.
Okay,
yes.
so whatever. Let's just pick a different one.
Pick Turkey.
Let's just Orgadon, right?
Yeah.
This guy, he's old,
Yeah.
right? He's old, so he goes up.
So he looks burly. Just
Okay, so he says, okay, my country is good at like three things. We
Yeah.
make drones,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Maybe we're good at computer hacking or something, right?
Yeah.
And then the last one is like my army against your army, like men to men.
swords.
Mm.
Well, you could go swords only. If I don't think they have army that's swords only. So, but you can go like guns only because it's far less destructive,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
And then if he wins, then you pick out of the three.
Mhm.
We want to go this way. So imagine, okay, look at this new war, 2023. This is the war, or 2024, should I say? We get mad at you. We shut your lights off for 4 days.
Mhm.
People are like, yo, we don't want this. Life sucks. I can't even charge my phone.
Yeah.
Turn that shit back on. Simple as that.
Interesting.
And then like we lost to Turkey because they shut our lights off.
Hmm.
They hacked her.
They hacked
it.
Yeah. My Alexa started singing songs I didn't ask it to. Like this is so annoying.
I can't go back.
First world problems are being tackled right now. Like you frustrate these people.
Yes. I think yes, you're on the right
Shut down
track.
the Starbucks system
Yes.
for one whole day. White girls go crazy.
Yeah.
The revolution.
Right before fall. No pumpkins.
No PSL, bro. No PSL. You know?
They'll be in the streets for sure.
And you could give it like bets and shit. You know? Like,
Start betting on
side bets and shit. You can like bet.
straight up.
Speaking of bets, how crazy is it? I know you're gonna say
That you didn't
this
get to
guy-
400?
No, how? Yes, but how crazy is it?
Yeah.
We've had 3 games
Yeah. In the past week.
in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We've had 3 games
Mhm.
where the team had 190
Mm-hmm.
with one full over to go, 190 plus,
Mhm.
one full over to go, and didn't cross the 400 threshold. And then twice that
You mean
happened.
390?
390.
You said 190.
Sorry, 390, and then
Yeah.
didn't cross the 400
Yeah.
threshold. And then who was it the other day had Australia
Yeah.
380
Yes.
had
Again.
2 overs to go,
Mm-hmm.
and somehow they found a way to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't cross that 400.
Does that mean
The
you owe me
nerves.
$50 or no?
Nerves are kicking in.
No, not yet. But
Yeah,
just-
the nerves kick in.
almost 5 runs. 5 runs. If New Zealand scored that 5 runs, you would vote me another $50.
Yeah.
But no, is it nerves? I feel like it's. I feel
Yeah.
like it might be.
That's a quick bet, Nini.
Yeah, that was the bet with that record.
If it doesn't happen again in the World Cup, then you owe me 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I don't even know. I don't know who who has more.
Check the tapes.
No, I got it.
No, I don't trust you.
Don't worry, you will. But you know,
This guy made the bet, so I'm pretty sure he's counting everything. I think he's gonna come at you with the bro. Here's the receipt, please,
yeah.
and here's the
But how
account number.
crazy is that? Do you think
Yeah.
there's some outside
Man,
forces,
yeah.
dictating that, or is that just?
You mean you're talking about like a fixing kind of thing, bro? I think listen, man. These
I'm just saying.
these are events, right? That are not just exclusive to the teams. There is a lot at play and a lot of players outside. I mean, bet is it's you have bookies and shit. It's not. Listen, it's been happening. People have been caught.
Yeah.
And do you think just because a person gets caught, the bookies are going to be like, oh, I don't want to do this. It's immoral. I'm scared. I don't want to do this. It's happening. It's happening right now.
Bro,
Somebody's
What was the over under on England being the bottom? Somebody find that out.
I don't know.
man that
Probably a lot.
whoever
But-
bank whoever
You know what I'm saying?
put money on that.
I think it's
What was
Make
the over
it-
under on the
in-
Netherlands winning 2 games.
Listen.
Find that.
Oh,
the thing is like, if you think in this day and age the matches are not getting fixed in professional sports, and I'm not just talking cricket, you're naive. You're naive. You're literally
100%,
naive, bro.
100%.
Because
match fixing is a real. It's a fact.
It's a fact.
I'm not saying it's an issue because hey, listen, gambling's been happening since the start of times, and it's not going to stop today. It's never going to stop
it's
tomorrow.
not. It's not. And the thing, the reason why gambling is illegal for you to run a gambling operation, it's illegal.
Mhm.
But for a registered company to run a gambling operation, like a casino
Uh-huh.
or sports books and
Yeah.
stuff, it's illegal. Why?
Yeah.
Why can't we run it internally? No, that's bad. But if we do it, that's okay because then they control what happens. right?
They monitor
So
everything.
Vegas never loses, bro.
What do you
Yeah.
talk about that? But you know how what is it called? The lottery in state Mega Millions? No, what is it?
Yeah.
Mega Millions.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
States?
Yeah.
So you know how in Canada in lottery there's no taxes until you like spend it, so you pay taxes on the tax or whatever. But in America, every time there's a big draw, the government wins because they get taxed on that lottery. So you
How
know
much?
Sometimes it's like
A lot, bro.
A lot.
It's a lot of tax.
50%.
Because
It's
at
like
that point
40.
you're-
It's like 40-50%. Like
Yeah, so
it's
you're in like
crazy.
the highest bracket, right?
Mhm.
So that's your earning for the year. So every time you see 100 some million or 900
Yeah.
million or a billion almost at one time, right? The government's the one winning
making 50%.
every time,
Yeah, and
every draw
For free.
for free.
They didn't put one thing into it.
Yeah.
So that's a great hustle.
That's a great hustle by the government. So
I want to start a lottery.
And
yeah,
You want to buy my lottery tickets?
sure, let's do it. But that brings us to like, I feel like there's something going on with that because 3 times it's happened where teams are like right there with like everybody kicking the ball out of the ground every chance they get, reverse scoop sixes, this, that, and all of a sudden they choke and they don't cross that 400 threshold.
yeah. I'm not just that. There's a lot of things that have been happening that are way out of
There's been a lot of questionable DRS decisions.
Yeah, exactly. Everything is starting from like players, and then the collapses, the everything. I mean, you can pretty much question. It's a weird tournament. It's been a weird tournament, right? Like it's things that are
Very
happening,
lopsided.
very lopsided, and a lot. And there's no question in my mind that there's if not match fixing, spot fixing is definitely going on.
See,
You know,
if you look at like
I mean, and it's not just happening on like I mean, you're in India, right? So you're not talking about thousands. You're going to be talking about millions when it comes to, especially when it comes to like fixing a game. It's going to be at least in millions, and some players. Some officials get benefit out of that.
like think about it. If normal, sensible mind, right, would when they looked at the score today, when India was out 229 for 9. This is the best team in the tournament.
Yeah, by far.
And the worst, you could say, like England has one win, so pretty much the worst team, one of the worst teams, right?
And
Limits them to 229.
and they don't even look like they care about that shit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? They're so
Bored.
bored.
And then you just go there. I like look, and this is where I understand. The bowling was amazing. I'm not taking anything away from these guys like Bumrah,
Amazing.
you know,
That guy-
Bumrah,
that guy
Yeah.
makes the ball
Shami, you know, these
Shami
guys-
does too.
Yeah.
Man. Shami is
amazing.
Yeah.
But you cannot tell me the bowlers are new on the England side. The batsmen have the experience.
Yeah.
It's a World Cup game.
Bro, they have the longest batting lineup.
So
Yeah.
30, it was like 32 for 2. They lost 2 wickets in the same over, right?
Yeah.
So Bumrah was on a hat trick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Initially, right?
Shami
Shami was on the hat trick.
Shami's cutters are just fucking destructive.
But
you know,
But okay, 229, bro. You've got like 50 overs to play.
Yeah.
All singles is all you needed. Singles is all you needed, and then you shit the bed. How does that happen? How does that
I
happen?
feel like there's a lot of spot fixing going on. There might be
Like
some
129 all out, bro.
Yeah.
India still wins by 100. So if you were the guy, if you're a bookie,
Yeah.
when I see India getting out on 229, I'm like, oh, England is back. Put my money on England, bro. They're gonna win.
Even with the first 5 overs, 30 runs, no wickets. You're like, yep.
पीछे रह के गया यार. You know what I mean? And then you just start like watching, like you're like I don't know if I was watching the green jerseys or blue jerseys. I was confused. I was like, is Pakistan, England, what's going on?
Yeah, no. Yeah, England.
India's collecting all the Lagan.
India's
दुगना लगा
India is like
Hey,
पैसे वापस तो करो ना यार, वो जो लेकर गए थे आप लोग.
I have one thing I'm going to say. What you were saying, mindset. Even at 229, they were like, we got this in the bag because
Yeah.
we've got the best bowlers out there.
Yeah.
We got the best bowling attack. We
Yeah.
got it. Love that about them.
Yeah.
Love that dog in them. You know, come out, we're going to fight, we're going to win. That's exactly what they did. They pulled it off, right? Now, I want to issue some apologies on, some harsh criticism. But there's a lot of new information, right?
I love new information, man.
Well, there's controversial information going on.
I love new controversial information. All
This
love
is real controversy. I think you're going to like it, bro.
It's just getting better.
So
Better and better. Let's get this.
So Babar Azam,
Yeah.
Shaheen,
Yeah.
and Rizwan
Mhm.
are managed by the same guy.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, the same. And who's their chief selector? Inzamamul Haq.
Mhm.
Okay, are you with me? This is the latest conspiracy theory. I don't know where it's going to go. They said that they're not going to play in the World Cup if they don't get their contracts, central contracts.
Right.
Right? These three players.
Mhm.
Inzi Bhai said, don't worry, I'll take care of it in 24 hours.
Mhm.
Inzi Bhai took care of it.
Yeah.
Okay? The agent, who gets paid by managing these guys,
Yeah.
the shareholder in his company is who? Inzamamul Haq.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Also, Rizwan. They're the shareholders in the company that manages them. So it benefited them from getting the contract.
Conflict of interest.
Mhm.
Well, it should be.
Yeah.
Right? Nonetheless, but they got the contract.
Right.
So it's kind of like, okay, if
Right,
you got the
that was the big news. Right before the World Cup.
Right.
They had the contract.
so you got the contract. So if anything, you should be performing better. But that means they're solidified till 2026.
Right.
They have contracts till 2026.
Right.
So maybe the decline in performance is like we don't really care.
No. So to kind of piggyback on that, Rashid Latif recently went on one of the programs. There's like 7 going on in Pakistan for some reason, but he went on one of the programs and he said,
There is literally. It's like everybody wants to.
Yeah. So he said,
And it's not even like it's just garbage talk most of the times. A lot of it is, yeah.
So he said, apparently at this moment, Zaka Ashraf is not responding to Babar, and the players have not been paid in 5 months.
That's what I heard.
And then they want to revisit these contracts. They signed them and they went through, but they're not on. PCB is not on.
यार बेशर्मी की इंतहा है. Right?
I thought,
अगर ये वाकई में ही है, ठीक है, these are the players that are going to, like, imagine you going out to play, bro, for your country, and you realize like your family is not being taken care of. And वो इतने जलील लोग हैं ना, because they're probably like, your top वाले जो हैं, इनको तो contracts मिले में, कोई advertising contract है, कोई Pepsi मेरी जान, वो आ रहे हैं उनको, ठीक है, the top guys are okay, right, क्योंकि उनको तो आ रहे होंगे, but the ones, like, the ones that are just getting into the team, that's their livelihood, bro. And how shitty is that? Like, like an NBA player struggles their whole life, or a football player struggles their whole life. You hear all these stories, like single mother, this, but when they make it to the NBA, they're like, life's changed now.
Yeah.
Mama, I'm gonna take care of you, mama. I got you. और हमारे यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, like, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मिल गया लेकिन पता नहीं खेल रहे हैं कि नहीं, पैसे आ रहे हैं कि नहीं आ रहे हैं, like, यार क्या बगैरती है.
I swear.
No. It's mismanaged to the max. I think PCB is the most.
Well, 3 chairmen have been changed under Babar Azam's captaincy. Three chairmen have been changed, and the kind of people these guys are, everybody's coming in. It's not like यार जो तूने काम किया है वो अपनी शीट मुझे दे दे, अब मैं इसके ऊपर से आगे बिल्ड करता हूँ, मे बी आई विल रिवाइज इट. नहीं, ये बंदा
साइड पे कर, मैं अब जो ना मैं हूँ सुल्तान,
मैं हूँ, ठीक है,
मैं ही
अब ये है, इसको मेरे से मसला हो गया, इसने कहा यार निकालो यार बाहर इनको, निकालो.
All the workers, all the a lot of times even the players suffer because of this, because आपका जो नया chief selector या नया जो बंदा आया,
Exactly.
PCB is going to be like, ये इसको डालो.
वो लड़ाई सुनिए उनकी जो आज के वो ये है मोहम्मद यूसुफ की और रमीज राजा की.
Oh, I've heard it's old.
Is it old?
It's old.
They got into some
Bro,
something.
bro, the thing is, I can
But they
guarantee.
were still very respectful. It's like,
Yeah.
जैसे player हो, मुझे पता है.
Yeah, वो respect भी
But
सबको
that's-
पता है
that's
कि
just-
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
ये कितनी
yeah.
respect.
They're on
But
TV.
like I'm, you know, even like he said, you know, जिस तरह ये कह रहा है कि भी 3 जो chairmen change हुए हैं, यार ऐसी थोड़ी change हो जाते हैं कि उठ के यार अब इसको निकालो अब इसको डालो. Never on the same page. पूरी जो PCB की जो मैनेजमेंट से लेके क्रिकेटर्स के ले तक.
नहीं होगा तो same page पे कैसे?
Exactly, there, exactly,
चाहे
100%.
जो मर्जी कह लो, ठीक है. देखो, education makes a difference.
Yeah.
And getting selected for your role on merit is different than bringing in your own people. Pakistan as a country, their biggest downside is कि merit की तो बात ही भूल जाना.
Yeah.
अगर तू लग गया किसी गवर्नमेंट के इदारे में तो तेरे जानने वाले सारे हायर हो जाएंगे. ठीक है.
Exactly.
जो क्वालिफाइड बंदा है ना वो लाइन में ही लगा हुआ है. ठीक है.
Story, yeah.
या सिफारिश होगी या पैसे दे के काम होगा.
100%.
ठीक है. Now look, I am not the biggest fan of Ramiz Raja at times, right?
Yeah.
He can be critical, whatever, but I think he was doing a decent job when he came because he observes a lot of cricket. He's commentating on a lot of cricket. He goes to different conditions. He goes, looks at these locker rooms, right? After a while, when Australia came the first time, one of the biggest things they said, they were like, the locker rooms are not updated, right? That's what they said, bro. Because koi paisa lagaya nahi raha na udhar. You're seeing nice stadiums here, right? That's the IPL effect. आपका भी PSL है, तो आप अपनी resources क्यों नहीं कर रहे? You know, yesterday, I thank God, I seen like video of Naseem Shah with like
At the gym, yeah, I seen that.
you know, with like thank God it wasn't like a out of country person that he was training with. He was training with, you know, some Pakistani doctor, physiotherapist or something like that, and he looked like they were doing some good.
Nice gym.
You know, he was he's a nice gym. He's wearing proper professional attire. You know, and the boys like ready to get back into it. You know, so I was like, thank God.
And to be honest, अगर Naseem Shah, you know, he wasn't effective with his bowling, I think उसको भी side पे किया होता इन्होंने.
वो तो for sure है क्योंकि उन्होंने कोई हुआ ना किसी और बॉलर को भी इंजरी हुई थी.
जुनैद खान
जितने वो सारे आए गए.
अभी रिसेंटली एक और को भी इंजरी हुई है ना. किसको इंजरी हुई है?
धानी को
नहीं, एक नसीम शाह को हमने भेजा इंग्लैंड.
Yeah.
और दूसरे बंदे को कहा कि यार आप 3 महीने वेट करें फिर आपकी सर्जरी होगी पाकिस्तान के अंदर. That's the kind of politics we play.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, at this high level.
was it Ehsanullah?
Ihsanullah. You know, so that's kind of shitty, bro. You know.
Yeah.
So based on the circumstances, you know, I don't even really blame them. I think it needs to blow up in our faces.
Yeah. It kind of has, no?
No, what do you mean blow? It needs to blow up in their face, in our faces.
अभी भी है ना कि कोई होता ना कि एक
Bro, ये लोग कहीं नहीं जा रहे, bro. ये लोग इधर वेकेशन पे गए हुए हैं. इनके लिए ये IPL टाइप चीज चली हुई है कि भाई ये हमारी हम इंडिया आए हैं.
जो प्लेयर्स हैं उनके लिए तो एक्सपीरियंस है ना. वो तो वर्ल्ड कप जीते या हारे उनके करियर में ये आ गया कि इंडिया जाके हम मैच खेल के आए.
यार पहले जो रिजल्ट है उससे लग रहा है कि ये वर्ल्ड कप जीतने आए थे. लाइक यू सेड जो मिसमैनेजमेंट हो रही है उसमें टीम में हो रही है, whatever, all this conspiracies that you're talking about, I'm pretty sure there's some sort of truth always behind all these conspiracies, right? You can't just ignore all these conspiracies. There's some sort of truth behind it. But all I'm saying is they never looked like from the get-go that they were there to do some damage.
Bro, they had a decent.
How can you like?
नहीं मेरी बात सुन, डिसेंट स्टार्ट तो हुआ ना. नेदरलैंड्स चलो एक्सपेक्टेड था, आपने विन किया. श्रीलंका आपने विन किया.
यार डिसेंट स्टार्ट की बात नहीं है. बात ये है कि यार जो गेमें जीतने वाली हैं वो आपसे जीती नहीं जा रही बिकॉज इट्स नॉट कि आपके पास टैलेंट नहीं है. आप लग ही नहीं रहा था कि वो सेम पेज पे. एंड आई एम प्रीटी श्योर you know there's and when you're hollow from within as a team, you're going to be easily breakable from the outside.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's what's happening.
And that's
folding into the pressure.
Yeah, but that's what happened.
The simple example is,
and all this stuff plays into it. I mean, these things, you know, the money. You gotta understand, money plays a huge role in the performance of a team. If your money flow is fair and जो है वो आपका वो सही जा रहा है आपके, if everybody's getting fair piece of the cake, जो कि बहुत खाते हैं वैसे भी, then it's easier to play, and the intent is real when you get on the
लेकिन
field.
मेरी बात सुना. लेकिन जो इन्होंने गेम साउथ अफ्रीका के साथ खेली है, अगर ये पिछली 3 गेम ऐसे खेल लेते, they would have won at least 1 or 2 of them.
Did you see the difference though? That not just so. One thing that he keeps pointing at is about Babar not being visible during the fielding side. So Babar was visible, but as well as other players, senior players were coming talking to the ball, which was very good.
यार ये लोगों ने बेइज्जती कर करके जो हमारा टेक है वही बाकियों का भी टेक था. हर
Exactly.
बंदे ने यही बात बोली है कि भाईजान आप किधर हो आप लोग.
Yeah, Rizwan's running from keeping to the bowler, shut out. Not shut out.
भाईजान
The
आप
other guys coming in too.
And that too. Listen, towards the end where it looked like a possibility that they could win, at one point it was 60 runs from like 80, 90 balls, right? But they just lost quick wickets in succession, right? In South Africa, गिरी है wickets. उससे पहले भी इनको चपेड़ें ही पड़ रही थी. वो ये नहीं था कि भाई कन्विंसिंगली जीत रहे थे या कुछ कर रहे थे. एंड पे जाके विकेटें गिरी हैं थोड़ी सी, तो फिर ये लोग उसी वक्त ये लोग फिर जागे हैं थोड़े से.
No, it was a close game throughout.
No. 60 of 80 रह गए थे यार.
Consistently picking up wickets.
कोशिश की है
Yeah,
मैंने.
the only person that was stuck around was Markram, right? He's the only one that was sticking around. And if you were watching, you could tell that iski wicket giri, the game can change, and which is exactly what happened, right? So.
Agreed. Definitely.
Shout out to Wasim Jr. Played a good game.
You proved me wrong.
He proved me wrong. 100%
Guys,
he proved me
you
wrong.
guys still see this is what happens. You guys get ahead. Every Pakistani gets ahead of themselves. It's just one game.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Maybe he should have been given a chance earlier.
I said that he's a decent T20 bowler, but he's not a 50-over bowler. That was my comment. And he's proved me wrong that he came through and he used his pace.
That's one game he came in. पहली game खेली है उसने.
यार लेकिन खेली ना उसने
पहली game खेली है. अभी the thing is you can't just be like, oh इसने ये game कर दी अच्छी तो ये है. I think it should be like उसको 2-3 गेम तो खेलने दो ना अभी देखें.
नहीं अब ये हो सकता था ना. देखो आपकी that's your 15, right?
Yeah.
So you could have tried him out sooner too. You didn't. Yeah. You could have tried him out. You still didn't replace Haris, which ended up being fine. Yeah. But you could have replaced him for Hassan Ali a lot sooner.
Yeah.
Came and hit you with a nice little 6.
Would you guys have agreed if he was replaced by Hassan Ali before?
Yes.
Would you guys be okay with it? Yeah. But you guys were always praising Hassan Ali.
No, he's been saying he changed it.
Bro, I wanted.
You wanted Hassan Ali out?
I've been saying.
He said that use your entire 15.
I'm saying match by match, right? You have to.
No. We all agreed that match by match. Yes.
Look, he's not my.
You guys were saying Haris should be taken out.
Yeah, 100%. I still agree with that. I was still surprised Haris wasn't taken out, but I was like, okay, it worked out in the end.
Yeah.
Right, it worked out. My still pick over Wasim Jr. is Zaman Khan.
Yeah.
Closer to the death, he could have been crucial.
Yeah.
Right? And then we came into the Nawaz bowling that over.
Did you see Babar's reaction?
No, I didn't.
No, I think I may have sent it to you. Did you see his reaction? It gave me a little bit of PTSD. And as they're going to shake hands, he's like, "Kuch aata nahi hai, was bowling chahiye." And you can see him mouthing it. Somebody wrote captions too. So maybe he said something different, but from the captions and from his mouth, it seems like
kuch aata nahi hai, bowling chahiye.
Yeah. So from my take from that is that. So now we've talked about this before. How Nawaz doesn't get his full 10, right? So I am assuming there's some off the field talk where he's like, and then they put him in a spot where there's 5 runs needed with last wicket tail-enders, and he bowls 2 down the leg, right? So he was just screaming at him because there's 5 runs to go. Get hit for 5 singles. You're giving the ball down the leg for the guy to just do this.
Last wicket, pressure unke upar hai.
Yeah.
Right.
Bowl stump to stump. What are you
stump
doing?
To all you had to do is bowl stump to
pressure.
It was very interesting to see. It just gave me a little bit of PTSD from my
But true, I get it. But you shouldn't do that, man. You shouldn't say that about your player, even if that's what I'm saying. That's the type of leader that he is. Babar Azam. He lacks a lot of,
Why are you watching me so close?
Yeah, you're being so careful of things. No,
but yes, true.
Like
but other than that,
I feel like that's okay because if you play cricket too, I feel like in the heat of the moment you kind of निकल आता है वो आपका गुस्सा निकल आता है.
Yes, लेकिन लोगों का दूसरों का नहीं निकलता ना, इन्हीं का ही निकलता है.
अंश का जब गुस्सा निकलता है विकेट ले लेता है.
क्यों नहीं निकलता? How many people do you hear on the mic some people talk? Even today in England, Moinley dropped that catch. Then what's his face? I think it was Wokes. Chris Wokes, he went off on him, and then Rashid, same thing. He went off. It's when you're an athlete, you're putting all that effort in, right? You bring the game close. It's only natural for you to express your feelings to that.
No, I mean, look, what I'm saying is, Nawaz himself should have had PTSD from what he did because he's already lost the game before, right? So this is the tough part, right? Because I believe I believe in giving people chances, like being like, okay, you messed up last time. Here's a chance to redeem yourself.
Yeah.
Right. Redemption really cost us again.
Yeah.
Right.
Because there's the other senior players like Razak and those guys are talking how they sat out Shadab on purpose to bring in the Samamir. That concussion was fake. That he's still in the dugout and he's not actually concussed. Which I feel like he's a better fielder. Why wouldn't you want him on the field? You really think they went for that ploy where they bat Shadab and then they're like, oh no, you go out. We want to bring someone. Like I don't think that's something they would have done. But as per special
who cares, bro? Look, the thing is, someone pointed out. I was watching another video. The best Pakistan team that we had, the most star-studded team. You know when it was? Pakistan had it?
2003.
2003. Yeah. It had Wasim Akram, Waqar Yunus,
all the greats,
Shuaib Akhtar, Saeed Anwar, Shahid Afridi, Inzi, Shoaib Malik. I don't know if Shoaib Malik was in there. Razak. Yeah. What's that other all-rounder we had? Azhar Mahmood. Yeah. All top-tier form. That if any team could have won, it was like that team. Yeah. They didn't even make it to the group stages, right? So I don't really take these guys as lip service because they're all getting paid to be on these shows and run their mouth. So who cares about them?
Like, what did you do when you were there?
What did you do when you were there? Yeah. And
jack shit.
Yeah, jack shit. Yeah. और ये जो चेयरमैन चोरमैन ये निजाम की आज की बात नहीं है ये तो जब कि हम छोटे हैं तब के सुनते आ रहे हैं.
This does not take rocket science to realize that PCB right now is under heavy political influence. They're under heavy. They're having financial.
Why is the sports
manipulation
institution? Why is the sports institution so well embedded with the politics?
Because the thing is, bro, like he said the other day, I mentioned the other day, this is probably one of the only institutions that is actually functional right now in Pakistan, right? And you got to milk as much as you can out of it, until basically it's milk until this thing dispenses too. So, I mean, it's corruption. You can call it corruption exactly. So people who have the power, they're gonna milk it. And they're gonna sidestep. That's what happens with chairmen. They come, they do as much as they can, and they step out. But yes, talking about cricket, there was no way it looked like to me that Pakistan was ever gonna make when the way they started playing from India, then on to Australia, then on to freaking their game against Afghanistan. Never looked like they're gonna make it anywhere, and that's where they are. They're gonna be heading back soon. But what's it called? I mean, good luck to them. Hopefully they figure their shit out. And it's that's what we always say.
Within 8 months, right?
Yeah.
The T20 World Cup.
But see, that's the thing is like a whole different equation. You can pick a shitty Pakistan team, the worst, and give them a T20 environment, and they'll do good. Yeah. These guys are like made for like that tape ball to style.
Is it the attention span?
It's not the attention span, bro. It's because
a longer
format requires discipline.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not professional enough to have that discipline.
Yeah.
Right? Look at India's inning. If you needed to know the difference between the two teams, look at India's innings today. They were shit. Their lower order could have came in and played stupidly and got no. Yeah. They batted 50.
Yeah, they still batted 50.
They batted 50. Yeah. Even 220. If Pakistan made only 229, batted 50, I would take that any day. But you're giving me, 35th over, 192 all out. Like, what are you guys doing? Yeah. Bat 50. Tailenders can do it too. Yeah. So they don't have the discipline. They don't have the temperament. Nobody's coming in and then, Shaheen thinks like, okay, I'm just like my father-in-law, so I'm going to come in. I'm just going to start going off. No, bro. Like, you've been the night watchman in Test cricket. Shut the hell up. I wanted to use a different word, but...
No, they're trying to they're trying to make the thing is, you got to understand, PCB is trying to make Shaheen Afridi the poster boy. They're trying to turn him into like that all rounder that Pakistan needs, a fast bowler all rounder.
But he's not, bro.
I mean, yes, I agree too. I agree.
T20 maybe.
I agree with that. That he's never gonna become that. He's never unless he really puts his mind to it and puts in a lot of effort, and work ethic improves as well, and then professionalism, of course. But that it's a lot of ingredients that he's lacking to become that Pakistan that batting and bowling maestro for Pakistan. Pakistan definitely needs one of those, but right now he's not one of them. But he can smack a few sixes, yes, just like Bumrah can.
You know what they need? I have two suggestions. Do you want to ask your question first?
No, you got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have two suggestions. There's two people that can save Pakistan. One is Shah Rukh Khan. 70 minute है तुम्हारे पास. एक वो scenario हो सकता है. You need a coach.
Possible.
Solid coach. Some coach that really gets you like in your
Chak de
feels, like,
Pakistan.
Chak de
Where are
Pakistan.
you from?
You know?
Lahore. No.
Yeah,
Pakistan.
exactly. You know, you need that. You know?
Munir Kent.
And you need someone like, you know, I don't know, you need someone like who was treated like shit by PCB to be our Shah Rukh Khan. You know, maybe like
Shoaib Akhtar.
there's enough of them, bro.
No. I've always thought Shoaib Akhtar, he will make a coach and a half for Pakistan. Trust me, give him coaching for at least like one tournament. He will change the team around.
Chalo,
and that's why they don't give him. That's why they never.
That's a debate.
No.
Okay,
you give me a name that can coach that you think can come back. You just mentioned that, right? The one I not only because of that, because that he's been treated like shit from PCB.
He's a good talker.
No, man, he's
I think
he's a goon, bro.
You know one guy who's probably the fittest athlete Pakistan has always had, who's been fit their whole career. Yeah, that's your boy, right? So
Malik is another puppet, bro. Another puppet, bro.
So
you know what
anyways,
I mean?
I'm just saying.
All I'm saying is, trust me.
You had Wasim Akram, you had Waqar Yunus, you had a bunch, bro. You've had many people.
Our batting actually thrived under Mohammad Yusuf.
Yeah, where's Saeed Anwar, by the way? Someone bring him back.
Nah, he's done from the cricket. But trust me, Shoaib Akhtar.
You didn't even listen to my second one.
Oh, sorry.
That was two. I thought that was two.
No.
Shah Rukh Khan and someone who's
Shah Rukh Khan. So I'm saying someone like the Shah Rukh Khan vibes. Like you need a new coach. And then the coach is
या तो हसन खान.
हाँ.
एक उसको दे दो.
ये मुझे दे दो.
एक वो कोच आ रहा है.
ये टीम मुझे दे दो. कसम खुदा दी मैं सीधा कर दियाँगा.
मैं
कसम खुदा दी. So कौन से yo-yo test, कौन से beep test, कौन से bro.
With his teeth.
Bro, I'm gonna take these guys all for like bungee jumping or something. Be like, yeah, conquer your fear right now.
Oh.
And then they jump, they realize they have no thing hooked onto them, and then they gotta pull the chute.
Yeah.
Improvise.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Figure it out on the spot. What's this little hook on my? No, okay, you died. Sorry.
Sorry, you got that.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, guys. You know, but that's how.
पहले बंदे पूरे नहीं हो रहे तू आगे से.
बंदे बड़े
पहले हमारे इंजर्ड बैठे हुए हैं.
गली च बाबर आजम है. तू फिक्र न कर ले आवांगे कौन. The other one is, you know, they need professor from Money Heist.
Oh yeah, like a mastermind.
A mastermind takes them into a different house. श्रीलंका में कोई आइलैंड कोई गिरवी रखवा लो वहाँ पे अगर दे रहे हैं PCB को तो you know और पाकिस्तान में कहीं गिलगित वगैरह भेज दो उनको तो you know somewhere far, and then the team that's gonna be there 8 months you got. You're there for 6 months.
You come out looking like
it's just you know, all you do is train, you eat well, you get rid of your bad habits, and you have no contact from the outside world. You just plan and execute when it's the World Cup.
कौन ये वाला जो
Money Heist देखी तूने?
Money Heist, yes.
Yeah,
Professor, yeah, the one who runs everything, right?
The one who runs everything.
Yeah, bro. क्या कहते हैं?
I got laser done. I could put the glasses back on.
Put the glasses back on, bro.
Yeah, bro. उसकी भी वो एक प्राइस उसने कहनी है PCB को वो नहीं कर सकेंगे. मैं बता रहा हूँ तुझे वो शाहरुख खान को तू बुला रहा है. उसको ये और कोई काम नहीं है दुनिया में. वो आगे भी हमें PCB को कोच करे. वो भी हाँ वो पहले ड्रामे नहीं खत्म हो रहे PCB के. तू कह रहा है अभी शाहरुख खान को भी लेकर. शाहरुख खान,
let me tell you. You know what they tell you?
शाहरुख, तुझे क्या लगता है शाहरुख खान ने 3 महीने ये नवाज और ये
देखना अब देख
इनके साथ गुजार रहे.
बिल्कुल.
और
वो तो खुशी से गुजारेगा.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया में
तुझे पता है कि
दुबई में बंदे का you know like आइलैंड पे उसने घर लिया हुआ.
You know he's related to चाचा
इफ्तिखार उसके. No way, there's a meme going out about that.
Yeah.
About Iftikhar Ahmed being related. Is he actually? First, I want to know: is it a fact or is it like it's a meme?
You just don't know.
Well, you can never know. I agree. You can never know.
I'll tell you, and then you decide.
Yeah.
You want to tell them?
Tell him.
Somebody tell.
There's a video.
Yeah.
You know how journalists always ask,
Yeah.
"What's your relationship
Yeah.
with Pakistan?"
Yeah.
You know, so his relation. He's like, "Oh, मेरे जो दादा थे, you know,
Yeah.
उनका नाम इफ्तिखार अहमद," and it just cuts to
Iftikhar Ahmed. Okay. So it's
being Shahrukh.
yeah. Okay. So it's
let me tell you. Okay, You guys have stood right on the circle. When the bowler is doing his run up, what do you guys do?
Look the other way.
You walk in, right?
Yeah.
You take a few steps.
Yeah.
Why? Because you prepare yourself, right? Now here's Shah Rukh Khan coaching. When the bowler is doing it, you start spreading out your arm. The catch comes, boom, it's right there, bro.
Amazing.
Please, somebody get this guy into coaching.
कितने करोड़ की सजा है इसको? 100 करोड़ लगाए.
I'm just saying, bro.
अगर शाहरुख अगर तू कह रहे ना शाहरुख खान एक हफ्ता उसमें गुजारना है इस टीम के साथ, एक हफ्ता. That's what I'm saying. मैं इसको सिर्फ पर्सपेक्टिव दे रहा हूँ. एक हफ्ता इसने गुजारना है.
70 मिनट चाहिए उसको,
या तो
हफ्ता भी नहीं चाहिए, 70 मिनट चाहिए. मेरी बात सुन. उसने जाके कहना है, उसने कहना भाई मेरी बात सुनो, आप लोग परफॉर्म करो, मैं जीत के आऊं, मैं सबके साथ सेल्फी लूंगा और सबको मैं ट्विटर पे और इंस्टाग्राम पे फॉलो करूंगा. तू देख, अगर मैच हार गए तेरी जूती मेरा सर.
या मैं इनका कोच कोई नहीं, इनको अल्लाह ताला नहीं ठीक कर पाए. मैं बता रहा हूँ कि ये इनका कोच पता है कौन हो सकता है. अगर ये शाहरुख खान, तू कह रहा है अगर शाहरुख खान इनको पैसों की ऑफर देना कि अगर आप ये वर्ल्ड कप जीतो, हर एक को एक मैं दुबई में बंगले लेके दूंगा, वो हारने का दे रहे हैं ना. अगर शाहरुख खान इनको बोले ना मैं सबको एक बंगला लेके दूंगा दुबई में.
यार नया आइडिया है. गो फंड में स्टार्ट करते हैं पाकिस्तान टीम के लिए, ठीक है? Everyone that's outside of Pakistan, they're gonna all go into that fund, and we'll be like, "Yo, PCB is not paying you guys. If you guys win, we'll give you all of this GoFundMe."
I'm pretty sure if you Google it right now, somebody's already tried it, and somebody's already taken that money and run away with it as far as they can.
I'm telling you guys, this is a good idea. We have 8 months to do it. We can start an 8-month-long GoFundMe before the second World Cup.
तो अकेला पाकिस्तानी नहीं है जिसने ये पहले सोचा, ये पहला सोच रहा है.
नए बैट.
या
तूने अपनी शक्ल लगवानी, उस स्पॉन्सर के ऊपर में लगवा दी.
हम डिजाइन करेंगे ये
जर्सी बर्ड को कॉल करके किट डिजाइन करेंगे, ठीक है? World Cup 2020, these guys have got Oakley glasses, nice shoes, spikes, everything, the whole 9 yards. They still lose in the group stage. It doesn't exist, by the way, so this is a great idea. This is a great idea. I'm telling you, this is a great idea.
I mean, GoFundMe.
If Trucker Conway can do it, we can do it.
First of all, I think GoFundMe in Pakistan will probably be banned.
मेरी बात सुन, पाकिस्तान वालों ने तो करना ही नहीं है, बाहर वालों ने करना है ना.
यार बाहर कौन करेगा?
All the Canadians know. तू $5 देगा कसम से, अगर मैं तुझे बोलूं तू
चल मैं 5 दे दूंगा.
तू देगा 5 देगा, 5 दे देगा ना तू.
50 तो मेरे देने पड़ा.
यार
जो मैंने सदके के पैसे देने थे मैं इधर दे दूंगा.
दे देगा ना जुम्मे को. तो हर बंदे से मैं जाऊंगा कैमरे के ऊपर, ठीक है? मैं अपील करूंगा जी, एक जुम्मे के पैसे सदके के पाकिस्तान टीम के लिए आप दें, ठीक है? हम इनको रिलीज तभी करेंगे जब ये लोग वर्ल्ड कप जीतेंगे.
ना किए तो then we will just buy a
जिस दिन ये काम होने लगेगा, जिस दिन ये लोग
ना किया तो हम रख लेंगे,
ना किया तो पाकिस्तान मस्जिद बना देंगे.
और रहन दे पहले बड़ी मसीता ने उठे पढ़ने वाला कोई नहीं है नमाज. मस्जिद बना देंगे.
जो मोहम्मद रज़ान वो पिच पे कर लेता है, तू वो ग्राउंड के बीच में कर.
अच्छा ये अच्छा आइडिया है. अगर ना जीते तो हम ग्राउंड बनाएंगे या कोई एक ग्राउंड की इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, we'll renovate one of the facilities, कोई प्रॉपर चेयर लगा देंगे, ठीक है? और उसको एक इंक्लोजर बनाएंगे उधर, ओवरसीज पाकिस्तानीज इंक्लोजर, ठीक है? और वो जो वहाँ का नहीं होगा, हाँ जी, ठीक है? और उमर को वहाँ पे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी, ठीक है? He can still take a date there. It's not going to be all crowdy and weird people to the cricket game, especially T20 game. You're going to have no problems there, bro.
Yeah, true. I agree. If this guy
like a press box or something like that. But I think this is a great idea. I think
so. You're saying the solution to Pakistan's current performance issues and financial issues is basically a GoFundMe project.
GoFundMe project by overseas Pakistanis.
Right now.
I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. We're going to get some traction behind it. We'll send it to everybody. ठीक है? And we're great way. We're going to make the Pakistan team aware. We're going to get Babar Azam on the thing, and we're going to be like, this is what we're doing. You have problems with PCB, right? You go to the PCB meetings, and then we're gonna appoint. I'm getting way out of hand with this, but we're gonna appoint a board.
Yeah.
Overseas Pakistani board, और हर मैच से पहले आपने आके हमारे साथ 1 घंटे का सेशन लगाना है. In that we will collect all the feedback that we get from everybody. We're only going to give them the positive one, maybe some negative one. We're going to be the mediators.
Okay.
Pitch fucking perfect.
This इस वजह से हम ये शो कर रहे हैं. इस वजह से ये YouTube चैनल खोला ताकि हम ये इनको सीधे रास्ते पे लेकर राहे मुस्तकीम पे चलाने के लिए ये GoFundMe प्रोजेक्ट जो हम ये खोले और या
क्या
बिल्कुल
फेम होगा the three people that changed the face of Pakistan cricket. Omer, Hassan, Ans, ten, ten, ten.
हमारा स्टैचू का नोटों पे हमारी तस्वीर चलेगी।
और भाई वर्ल्ड कप जिता दे वाकई में छाप देंगे तेरी वो।
ब्रो इनको ये GoFundMe प्रोजेक्ट्स वगैरह इनको कोई
इमरान खान को तुमने जेल में डाला ना, but
या इनको GoFundMe प्रोजेक्ट्स इनको कोई नहीं करवा सकता इनको
this is happening. You think he's joking? He's not joking, bro.
हो जाए फिर मैं तो कहता हूँ करो मैं तो
I think it can hey they have outdated like they haven't been paid their salaries, outstanding salaries.
यार पहले ऐसा काम करें कि फैसिलिटीज ठीक करवा ली GoFundMe प्रोजेक्ट से
वो अगर वर्ल्ड कप ना जीते तो
वो मैं ये कह रहा हूँ देख either way the money is for them. ठीक है
सीधे सीधी क्या लो रिश्वत ही दे रहे हो कि भाई वर्ल्ड कप जीते हैं ये रिश्वत है
इनाम है ना ये तो इनाम है
इनाम उनको इतने मिलते हैं यार इतने लोग इनाम
और
देते
ये
हैं
डिफरेंट है ये डॉलर्स
यूएसडी में जाता है यार उनको जो सेंट्रल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स होते हैं वो यूएसडी में सेट होते हैं वो रुपीस में नहीं सेट होते लेकिन तेरे आइडिया ठीक है तेरी
40 लाख फॉर द होल ईयर that's pretty shit.
no I think that जो टॉप टियर है वो जरा अच्छे खासे
नहीं कहते 40 लाख पूरे साल
या उनको अच्छे खासे मिल जाते हैं
that's just the contract and you got sponsored.
हर बंदे ਨੂੰ नहीं ना मिलता स्पॉन्सर
बाबर आजम ने किस चीज की स्पॉन्सरशिप करनी है मुझे ये बताया
पेप्सी मेरी जान
पेप्सी मेरी जान करनी है अच्छा चलो ठीक है
वो तूने आज नहीं देखा him and Naseem Shah standing there on the car
या शुक्र है नसीम शाह
why not
Looking like flyboy.
why not मेरी जान Babar is a fly boy bro you guys just
flying back to Pakistan
Listen, Pakistan wins 3 games by a decent margin.
yeah
Okay. There's a game on Wednesday night.
yeah
South Africa versus New Zealand. If New Zealand loses and Pakistan wins their 3 games, based on that run rate, Pakistan can qualify.
Based on the cheap ticket prices, I think they still have a chance to book them right now and then go fly back home instead of calculating instead of wasting time on all these
Catch a bus to Wagah border.
instead of wasting time. यार इतनी इज्जत से उनको लेकर आए हैं प्लेन पे तो इज्जत से लेके जाएंगे ना वापस
our honorable ex prime minister or president had said beggars cannot be choosers. Okay, so we don't know what's going to happen.
yeah
Afghanistan Sri Lanka, who wins? Give me your take on that.
Where's the game?
no man अफगानिस्तान ने जो करना था कर लिया यार
Pune?
अभी श्रीलंका की बारी है
They're gonna Pune.
no
Eden Gardens.
I think श्रीलंका I think अफगानिस्तान का हो गया जितना उन्होंने शुगर लगाना था अभी वो जो है ना उनको अभी वो जितनी उन्होंने सेलिब्रेशन की है ना ये पाकिस्तान से जीत
अब शायद वो थोड़ा
अब उनमें वो नहीं है अभी वो दिल नहीं कर रहा अभी
Also, I have cursed the hell out of England, but I'm picking Afghanistan in good faith.
okay. All right, Afghanistan over Sri Lanka. You're picking Afghanistan. Bangladesh, Pakistan. Obviously, we're picking Pakistan.
In my fantasy.
And here's the thing.
to be honest
And Bangladesh made the statement. They're saying we have had a shit tournament. We're gonna come back against Pakistan. So Pakistan's about to have 3 really intense matches. And then you got New Zealand, South Africa.
That's the game. All Pakistan is to watch.
All the other ones are pretty. Yeah, I think that takes us till midweek.
yeah
And we'll
Figure
reconvene
out how else to work PCB.
and see what happens. But yeah, if by that time they're on their flight home, then the GoFundMe makes the most amount of sense.
that's true yeah give, whatever works जो उनको
They
भी
still have to play the 3 games, but yeah.
डूबते को तिनके का सहारा
ये बहुत बड़ा तिनका देने वाला है पूरी मैचेस दे रहा है
GoFundMe project
वो सीधा वाला है कि जो माइक कितना तेरा I'm just asking for the fans.
on that note please do the honors
Pitch Perfect signing out